Hello, everyone. I have a very special stream, or you can say collaboration, because it will be recorded. And I already recorded a collaboration video 7 years ago with Steve Mack. And hello, nice to see you again.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Nice. Are you excited about this collaboration?
It's excellent to speak to you again. I looked before we started, actually, 2018. So that's 7 years ago
Wow,
already.
it's on.
Wow. And that was about DTube.
Yeah, and how long you are on YouTube? I mean, you are much
I
longer
just,
than me.
well, just the last month or the one before, 19 years on YouTube.
Wow, wow,
19 years. It's one less year than YouTube's been going. And I've
crazy,
still
crazy.
only got a little bit over 25,000 subscribers, which is not
Wow,
very good.
yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
And what's your profession? You are in Australia. What you are doing?
Well, I've been acting on and off for nearly 40 years.
Hmm.
So, but these days I do a bit of that when it comes up, a bit of editing and YouTube.
Ah, I mean, I thought you are a producer, no?
Well, when I produce my own content, yeah. I mean, I've produced a few little films, mainly of my
Yeah.
own. Yeah. So YouTube's the creative outlet for me mostly. Oh, and
Yeah.
acting comes along. Yeah.
And how many, for example, movies you acted in or series?
Couldn't tell you hundreds if you count the
100.
little short things and also corporate gigs, which nobody
Yeah.
sees except corporations. Hundreds.
Uh,
Yeah.
can you
Well,
mention the most famous one?
the last feature film I was in was Magdala Rose, and that's going back 4 or 5 years ago. It was released, and I played Friar Thomas. And it's
Mhm.
actually last time I looked, it was on. What was it? It is on a streaming platform or two. It was on
Mhm.
Prime, I think, for a while, but it's on Tubi for free now.
Mhm.
So those of you that bought the DVD, but yeah, no, it's
So
fun. But it was probably 4 years of filming on and off
yeah.
for that. And I had to keep my hair short. Once I started, it was short hair. And as soon as we finished, I said, "Is that it? Are we wrapped?" He said, "Yep." I said, "You sure? There's no extra?" No. Good. I'm going to grow my hair long again.
Did you act before in theaters or only
Never
TVs?
theatre. Never ever theatre. I never ever would. I have the greatest admiration for people that do theatre. But the thought to me of coming back every night or sometimes twice a day, doing the whole thing over again. No. I like to go there, do my piece. Right. Okay. If we need to retake, do a couple of those, and I'm done with it.
Ah.
But yeah, not theatre. No, I love watching the theatre, like Cats and Les Miserables, but yeah, not me.
And how you started? I mean, you kind of have education in acting, or how you started doing that?
Well, I was a professional photographer for some years back in my up to my early 20s, and then I went to College of Art and I did like everything behind the camera. Didn't do a lot of acting there because
Mhm.
it wasn't an acting school. But after that, I did a bit of acting here and there for TV ads and different sort of
Mhm.
things, corporate ads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And how? Yeah, I mean, you usually these corporations or I don't know the companies who need like an actor, how usually they find you?
There are websites. There's one called Star Now. I don't know if it's global, but it's pretty global.
Mm.
And people can fill in all your profile details and everything there. And yeah, you'll
Mm.
get a list of jobs that come up and you can apply for them. Like these days, because, let's face it, I've got a lot of experience. I don't do
Mm.
free ones anymore.
Yeah,
Um, uh,
true.
Extremely rare anyway. If it was for a friend or someone I know, or yeah, I might. But yeah, because when I got back into it, it was probably 11 years ago. I had a big break between. I
Mm,
naturally was doing a lot of stuff. I was doing so much, it was costing me money for their production. I went,
mm,
hang on, this is costing
mm,
me literally every day I was out filming something or other. And I thought, this is costing me a fortune in petrol, fuel, depending on where you're
mm.
watching. And I thought, hang
Yeah.
on. Yeah. So you have to do things to get your expenses repaid at least.
Mm,
Otherwise it's just not worth your time and effort. I could be sitting here with my view. See if I can show you my view.
yeah.
As people regular to my channel would know, it's
Where is it, by the way? Where is it? This place?
I'm in Brisbane,
Ah,
Queensland, Australia,
yeah,
with a
nice.
dodgy tripod. Slightly leaning. I'll have to lean this way.
Is it far from Sydney?
Very far. It's probably 2 hours flying time.
Oh,
Um, yeah. Well, not many people know Brisbane, although we're having the Olympic Games here in 2032.
yeah.
Nobody here wants them that I know. I certainly don't, because all your rates for the house and everything's gone up. Electricity, water. It's all to pay for the Olympics, and nobody wants them. It's for like 10 days. 10
Mm,
days, and they're restructuring everything in the city. All these plans to make tunnels and everything.
mm.
Uh, Nobody wants them. Someone else can have them. Serbia can have them.
Is it in the south?
The Olympics.
I mean, the place where you live.
Oh, Brisbane. It's in Queensland. It's on the
Yeah.
east coast of Australia.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Let me
What
ask.
about the weather there? Is it good?
Well, here's the funny thing. The winter has just finished. We're just into spring now. It was the coldest,
Oh.
longest winter I remember. Today is literally the first day I've been back in shorts. I've been living in a jumper, Ugg boots, long pants, and today is actually quite warm. So if it doesn't get any warmer, it'll be fine. But I know it will. And I'll be going,
Do
oh, I
you
wish
mean
winter was back. Let me
do you
ask you
mean that?
something, my friend,
Yeah, yeah.
if I
Okay.
can. Okay. Now, I've known you for longer than 7 years. I can't remember
Mhm.
when. You were, when I first saw your YouTube channel, you were living in Russia, yes?
Yeah, yeah. And I was
Okay.
completely another person, like clicks money, not not
You look
half
the
Russian.
same. You don't. I'm envious because you don't look any older. I, however, yeah, looking a bit wrinkly.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I remember, and I watched you for a long time. But then you moved, and this is way before, what we can't say because of YouTube, years
Yeah.
before. But then you kind of vanished from YouTube for a long time, more or less. And you've only fairly recently come back, which I'm glad of. I
Yeah.
love your channel. And but I saw one of your recent videos about where you'd been since you left there. You've lived all over the world.
What was the question again?
Well, you have lived all over many places since you left Russia years and years ago.
Yeah, I lived in different places. We went through Georgia, then we went to Dubai. We lived there 1 month. Then
Was it
we
very
went to
sandy there?
where?
Lots of sand in Dubai?
Sand?
Yes, sandy desert.
Yeah, yeah. Because
You can
the
make a
funny thing
sandwich.
is they have between the buildings, they have the sand. I mean, it's empty and they don't have like trees. But to make
Mm.
it attractive to to tourists, when you drive, for example, in the main road between the cities, so they put trees, right in the corner of in the border of the road. So you see like the trees, and it seems like to be like there are other trees there, but there is nothing. There are
And then
only
sand.
yeah. After those trees, they put just trees, and after those trees, you see only sand. That's a funny thing.
I don't know. And you get sandstorms there as well, I believe.
I didn't see them, but it's very hot there. I mean,
Mm.
it's unbelievable. It's like when we even in the like in from the airplane when we get out from the airplane, you feel like you entered not a country but a sauna. Like
Oh, really?
feeling.
Well, it gets like a sauna here sometimes. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know about Saudi Arabia. But then you went around, and you've ended up in Serbia now,
yeah. But
and you're
still, I
actually
mean,
learning the language.
the language. Yes, I learn Serbian now.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was it difficult to learn?
It's not that difficult because they have a lot of words that are similar to Russian.
Okay, right. Well, I saw that you also used AI to help you a little bit with phraseology and things.
Yeah, I use, but I still think that interacting with the real people is much better because
Mm,
I don't know. It
absolutely.
feels like kind of strange when they make AI now even laugh, even breathe, and you're when before it was like robotic. You
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. It's AI, it's AI. But it when
Mm.
it turns like I don't know, a real person talking to you, like and breathing and laughing, and you think, why? I mean,
Well,
I just need information. Why I don't need you to look like a person.
well, here's the thing. I did a video recently about AI,
Hmm.
and at the start of it, I used the very first time I've ever done it, a program to make a short AI example.
Hmm.
But here's the thing: where is AI going to be in 1 year's time from now? I can still pick it, and a lot of people, apart from me, are sick of it. All these YouTube videos, you can tell it's AI. And you think, well,
Yeah.
as I said in my video, we go out and we spend maybe for a big proper video 50 plus hours filming, editing,
Mm.
everything. And someone sits there, be a kid, sits there, a few minutes, write me a story, make me a video about this, boom, and it spits it out. So what's going to
Yeah.
become of people that like us that actually do videos, real videos?
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, like uh, like the real people are now losing the value. And if
Exactly.
AI in the future will be, I mean, will be very, it's already improved. I mean, they
Oh, yeah.
can make any type
Mm,
of videos with sound, anything they can. But
mm,
if everybody will go and create AI video, I mean, we will not see any alive people, mostly like in videos. And what's the purpose? I mean, we have to
precisely.
share this culture now that people should support real people, not AI. And it's clear when it's AI. And now it's so funny that they have ads. They don't even need actors. They have
Yeah.
ads
Yep.
created by AI, and it's so clear. I mean, only this. I don't know. It's impossible to not tell that it's AI. For example, there's like very famous ad where they promote Tai Chi or something with one muscly guy, but he looks AI. I mean, it's impossible
It,
to say that he's a real person. I mean,
it, it does, but it's getting better, as you said. And I think that's what the whole Hollywood strike last year was about. Is like, well, things are going to be made with AI and making actors redundant.
hmm,
Now, with YouTube, a lot of people, as you know, it can be good videos, don't get me wrong. And you're watching it and then you realize, hang on, this is an AI voice because there's certain things you go, they're just not saying it correctly.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's, you go, hang on, it's AI. But in a year's time, when it's all refined, because, as we speak here, it's got billions of interactions on AI and they're all going to, it's learning. Okay, we'll refine that. So in 1 year's time, I don't know, there could be a replica of you and I sitting here live streaming and people won't be able to pick it. Except, hang on, I don't have six fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes the AI gets things very wrong.
They have now even applications where they create streams with AI. They have already.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
and you can't almost tell the difference because I don't know, it's so improved.
wow. See, it
Yeah.
goes so far. It's like machine learning. You get a billion humans sitting down. All right, we're going to learn about astrophysics today. Everyone, open your books. Start from page one. By the time you've
Yeah.
opened the book, the AI has already learned it all.
Yeah, and in fact, like people, all the people in who use the internet, they were all this time teaching AI to make it to improve, and we still
Hmm.
do that. I mean, we are doing that for free when we
Yep.
talk to ChatGPT, we talk to other AI.
Yep.
When we create
Facebook.
videos using AI, it's all we
Hmm.
are all training it even more and more. And maybe
Yep.
in the future, I don't think that I mean I don't think that even it will be like necessary for content creator to create content, because it will be like full of AI, and it will be impossible to differ. So I don't think like in 10 years from now, I don't think that as a real
I
person,
think
maybe
you're
even he.
overestimating it. I think 10 years from now is way too long. I think 1 year, 2 years from now, you won't be able to pick the difference at all,
Maybe
which is
even
scary.
that, yeah, because
And I tell
we
you what,
are
it's
we are kind of pushed, we are all pushed to use
mhm,
AI, because when you create a video as a real person, you don't find like that I don't know, that uh, I don't know, impact of the video, while
mm,
somebody with the same idea, with the same, even maybe the same face as you, or the same, I don't know, characters, if he will create the video with AI, it will like blow up, like I don't know.
yeah. Well, I mean, Meta, as they call it, that owns Facebook and I think Instagram, etc. They're all learning from everything we upload. Every picture, every video, it's learning from us. And
Mhm.
somewhere in the pile of authorization when we joined, it probably says you consent to us using your image. So the Pandora's box has been opened. You can't put it back in.
Yeah,
And now
and
we know also the scary things with military is they now have AI powered autonomous aircraft and submarines and ships with no human aboard, which is very scary given their potential,
yeah.
you know. And I'll touch on this briefly. And like you, I don't get political on my channel, so I'm not going to delve deeply. But out of curiosity now, it's been on my mind. So, as I said, you left Russia a long time before everything happened. But
Mhm.
do you still have friends and people in Russia that you speak to?
Not the friends that I knew before. No, not people I knew before, but
Okay.
just content
Mm.
creators who still create content and who is living in Russia. That's like those people I talk with, because I don't mind to collaborate with anyone from all around the world.
Yeah. Well,
And I
that's
even I am in a group where there are foreigners, like about 50 people. They have like YouTubers in Russia. So I am in that group. Sometimes I make also collaboration with them. I just learn about what's going on there. We also
mm,
share like how to improve on YouTube, what's the tactics to use, etc., etc. Because there are some foreigners who moved there, like from we have like from Australia. There are from like
Scotland. I saw
Russia.
there's a Scottish guy.
What?
There's a guy from Scotland lives there, and he does vlogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We have from Australia, we have there from UK, from US, like different people from different countries, and they all gather together and discuss how to improve on YouTube. And
Mm,
mostly they are not political. They just
mm,
create content about the
exactly.
thing
Yeah.
they witness in real life.
Mm. Well, this is it, and I watch some of those channels too, and
Yeah.
it's like I've told people, like as you and I know, and people watching, unless you've lived on Venus forever, there's propaganda on all sides for every topic in the world, past and present and future. But what I've seen Okay, currently, for the last few years,
Mm,
yes, obviously the sanctions and things like that. But what I've seen from ordinary vloggers that aren't, paid by the party or anything like that, in the main cities anyway, or around the main cities, it's probably
mm,
quite a lot different when you're out a long way with lack of services. But people are just doing what probably you're doing there, what we're doing here. They go to cafes, they go to university, school, they meet up
mm,
with friends. And a lot of people think, oh, no, it's really terrible. Well, it doesn't seem to be. And these people aren't paid to make videos lying.
mm.
And they go to supermarkets. Again, we're talking about around capital cities, and they
Yeah,
can still buy everything they need. They can't get everything from everywhere, but they've
yeah,
sourced things from different places. So I think probably the cost of living has risen a bit, but people are still living like they are before. Do you agree with that?
yeah, yeah. The prices are raising everywhere. I mean,
Mm.
when
Oh,
you see like the impact of let's say the sanctions or something like the impact, it's not clear only in the sanctioned countries. It's
mm,
also clear in other countries because
mhm,
it's all related, because we are all like
mm,
one organism, like all the
yeah,
world
yeah.
is like one organism. It's one organ will suffer, all the
Mhm.
organism will suffer.
Well said, yeah. Well, even it's the same here in Australia. Um, when the pandemic, be careful, YouTube, I've said the word, when that
Yeah,
happened, prices went through the roof, as we all know, around the world. And then they
exactly.
dropped for a little while. And now they're like, you're kidding, the prices are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous, some things. I remember what they were a few years ago to now. It's like, wow, it's shocking. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's kind
But
of
yeah,
the things that going on, just keeping us like, I don't know, accepting the fact
mm,
that the pricing is raising. Because when you like look at the, I don't know, the most like scareful, or the most scary, or the most important thing for you, I mean, you have like the choice. I mean, or you care about you surviving, and in this case, when you care about surviving, it's about like a, let's say, disease, or like uh, any I don't know, as you said, the word we shouldn't say on YouTube, any conflict, let's say conflict going on between countries. You also like think about your life. I mean, you, oh, my life is like more important. I should be aware about that. And you look at the prices. Oh, the prices is not that important. I mean, my life is
mm,
more important. Yeah, that's
mm,
why I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, I thought I'd ask you about that because it's, like I said, unless you're living on Venus, as some people are, the things they put on the media and always have. I always say this. Um, you watch the television news, right? That's about the only thing
Yeah,
I ever watch free to air
yeah,
TV anymore. I say if you see something like a news story, oh, the house over there burnt down, you can probably believe it. Most other things they talk about, you go, oh, hang on, is there a hidden agenda here somewhere? You know what I mean?
mhm, yeah,
Or maybe the weather, when they forecast the weather, and mostly they get that wrong.
yeah, yeah. The funny thing that also like the thing that are pushed by the media, the like the news and etc., they are very supported on YouTube and on
Yeah,
all other social media.
yeah,
So, or
absolutely.
you can also you are kind of pushed or to spread that. I mean,
Mhm.
you can say the negativity, and to have a lot of views, or to stay positive, and you will not get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the thing too about what I was mentioning after, everything happened. Um, I feel really sorry because the YouTubers that were in Russia, all of a sudden they couldn't get ad revenue. And this includes some really big channels. And some of them you probably know who I mean. So
Yeah.
a lot of them, they moved out to another country in order, well, now they get ad revenue. I think it was so unfair because whatever political things happening in the world, don't penalize people like us that make videos.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, that sucks. And
Yeah, I
some
also,
people,
yeah,
Some people thrived on, or basically lived on the YouTube income, the huge channels, and
Mhm.
all of a sudden they had no income.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm,
I mean, uh, I always say also that people has nothing to do with it. And about the monetization, I mean, they still, I mean, they have like now not completely the monetization turn it off, but if like a new one, like a new person come to YouTube, they can't create AdSense account at all.
mm,
But the old guys, I mean, the people who create content for a long time there, they still have the chance because the YouTube still paying them if the videos aren't watched in Russia itself.
mm. Yeah,
You understand? Yeah, that's
it's
why
not.
those foreigners now who are already there, they are creating content because
Mm,
if somebody else watch them from other countries, so they will get paid. The only place, I mean, they will not get paid in Russia if I think even in ads are not working in Russia. I mean, like if you have a video and let's suppose 1 million people watch you in Russia, so nobody will see the ads.
ah,
That's why you will not get paid. Yeah, but if
mm. Well, hey,
if
that wouldn't be a bad
somebody,
thing because ads are so annoying.
yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. And I think not only in Russia. I mean, maybe other sanctioned countries. I mean, like Iran, Cuba, and others.
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't thought about those places. Yeah, that makes
So
sense. Yeah.
it's
But
it's another, I mean, another thing that impact even other people because we never know. I mean, maybe you are a person who is creating content about the history of the world, and
mm,
maybe you create a lot about the history of Russia, and people watch you from Russia. So I mean,
yeah,
it's your, I don't know, your thing. I mean, you create about that topic, and it's your specialty. Let's say you are a historical scientist who create
yeah,
mostly about Russia and stuff. So he this person will not get also paid, and he will not be
yeah.
motivated to keep creating content. So it impacted only not only people in Russia, but impacted all the world, all the YouTubers everywhere.
Yeah, and it's not fair because, like I was saying, a lot of us put in for serious videos. I mean, I do YouTube shorts and things too, but a lot of us put in huge hours, like sometimes weeks, I've spent on a
Mhm.
major video. And
Yeah.
yeah, I always say, okay, in my recent video about when I clicked over to 19 years on YouTube, the top 5 things I learned was five. There we
Mhm.
go. There's the camera.
Mhm.
The top thing I learned, basically, and by all means go back and watch the video, is not about the money, of course. Don't ever start a YouTube channel if you think you want to make money. Don't do it for
Yeah.
the money, is my opinion. Top thing I learned is you meet some people, not a huge amount of people, but you meet people on
Yeah.
your journey through YouTube, including yourself. And it's
Mhm.
like a lot of the time they become real life friends. And locally you might have people come up to you, hey, I saw your YouTube channel. And that's awesome. But even
Yeah.
people that I've known now for years overseas from me, okay, we might never meet in person as much as that'd be wonderful. But we're still,
Mhm.
you get friends and like, wow, you can't buy that. You can't buy that. And I
Yeah,
think that's the
sure.
best thing about being a YouTuber. But it's
Yeah,
nice when
that's
people watch your videos too, though.
yeah, that's a good thing. Yes, yeah, just to meet people, to create communities. I mean, this
Yeah.
is the goal. And a lot of people I know, like before, they were when they started YouTube, their goal wasn't to earn from YouTube itself. Like me, for example, when I was in Russia and I was, for example, creating, I have another channel. I mean, it's not that promoted, and I usually don't talk about it. Like a channel where I teach Arabic to Russian people, but I stopped doing that. I mean,
Wow.
for a long time, I was doing that in Russia, and I have like about 3,000 subscribers there and good like views. Uh, And the thing I was doing in YouTube, I was very active and finding people. I was looking for clients to
Mm.
learn the language.
Yep.
So that channel was never monetized, and it will never be. It's like, I don't know,
Mm.
maybe 5 6 years old channel, like a very old channel, but and people still watching there, and ads still going there, and
Mm.
YouTube is getting some, even if that little, but it's still getting some money from there.
That's right.
And the thing that I learned from marketing guys, that you should use YouTube just as a tool to find your clients. And a lot
Mm.
of people,
Yep.
they do that, and they don't
They
care.
do.
They don't give a about
Mm.
go. They don't give a damn about the
Well, it's
monetization. They
global
just
advertising.
yeah,
It's a
use it
global
just for
advertising
advertising.
platform. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
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 So.
Well, I remember 2, maybe 3 years ago, I made a short
Mhm.
video about when it was coming. I knew there's channels that aren't monetized, only little small channels or whatever, and they have ads put on them, but they don't get any percentage. And I think that's
Mhm.
wrong. YouTube is taking, like, if they put ads, you should get a small little cut of it. And these people have got ads on their channel and they're not monetized, and it's not fair.
Yeah, sure, sure. And the thing that maybe you don't know this, but for example, an application called CapCut. You know CapCut?
Yeah, that's the one I used to make my one little example AI thing. Yeah.
So CapCut recently they announced, like, they have like updated their terms of use, and they said that any content created by CapCut, by using CapCut, is ours. I mean, it's crazy. And
Mm,
I mean, if this CapCut is doing that and telling that all the content is creating by CapCut, it's like ours, and we can
mm.
do wherever
YouTube is
we can.
likely to be next.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, what about other other
yeah, platforms.
platforms? So, I
Mm,
mean, in the future, maybe even YouTube or any other platforms, they will just consider. They will tell me that, like, update the term of use, like they write that in a very little,
yeah.
and you will
Well,
not
here's
even
the
find.
thing, my friend. I've said this now and then too. As bad as, look, when I started YouTube, it was much better.
Mm,
It might not have been as sophisticated, but it was in a lot of ways better. Wasn't any of this woke stuff.
mm,
But here's the thing: when we create YouTube videos, we don't have to pay to create them, and people that are watching, they don't have to pay to watch unless they do, premium for ad free. So it's
yeah.
free. So yeah, I know. What do you do? I mean, I would happily pay $10. Don't tell YouTube. I would happily pay $10 a year for exclusive rights to update content if it got me
Yeah.
anywhere, but it wouldn't. And I
Yeah.
think people would pay $10 a year to watch YouTube without ads. You know, I don't
Mm.
want to say $100, but 10. But we don't pay anything, so I guess their rules, their platform, we have to do our best to comply.
Yeah, it will be crazy when if they will tell that all the content creators created on YouTube, it's our copyrighted content, and he
I
will
wouldn't
not
be
own it.
surprised if that's the future. I would
Yeah.
not be surprised. YouTube never fails to surprise me in ways, not
Mm.
usually good ways either.
The thing that, I mean, if they will have, like, I mean, they will have all the details about people, like this ID verification. So
Mm,
they have your face, they have your ID, they have everything. So they can just go to your account, change the password, and enter with those details, and they
mm.
don't need you.
Well, that's right. It's like, people wouldn't know this. I don't think we discussed it last time, 7 years ago. Um, you taught me how to use whatever, it wasn't Bitcoin, um,
Yeah,
cryptocurrency, whatever platform that was.
yeah, yeah.
You spent the time, and I made notes how to convert this, whatever you'd remember. I don't remember what it was.
Mhm.
A great big, you had to have a crypto key and all that, and you had to convert. And I was making a reasonable amount, not huge, but a reasonable amount of somehow. crypto,
Yeah.
to the point I think I ended up with like $80 Australian dollars. But the only
Mhm.
place that you could cash it out apparently was an ATM at the Sunshine Coast, which is about an hour's drive at least from here. So I'm not driving up there for $80. But it came to the
Mhm.
point somehow I think I might have been hacked because I went back to whatever platform it was. I could never log in again. So I thought, well, kiss my $80 goodbye.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's they have like I don't know, very I don't know. I still like believe that crypto is good because they have their keys. If you lost your keys, they say if
Well, I lost it. Yeah.
no keys, no
My key
money.
didn't work. It was like
Yeah,
being locked out of the crypto house. My key didn't work.
yeah,
That's why I think somebody got in and hacked it.
yeah.
It's a
Maybe
bit
maybe
disappointing.
yeah. Some people can be hacked, but it depends on what you did before. Maybe you saw there some an ad or some website, and you moved to that website, and maybe that website stole your content, your not content, your keys. That's
Yeah,
possible to do because I was very
possible.
careful to not open any website from there that is promoted. I
Mm,
was very careful, and I made about the total from all like time creating like only recently when like used that in Dubai, like about $4,000,
that's all right.
$4,000. Yeah, $4,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I took it out all of it
Mm,
because
I would
I
too.
also because it was like a stress. You
Mm,
see that you have like this $4,000, and you are afraid, like you said, that you will be hacked somehow, or you will lose that the access to that platform. And that's why I was like, I don't know, I needed the money so much, and I took
mm,
everything from there. So I have
yeah,
nothing
I
now.
don't blame
I have zero now.
you.
I took all that 4,000, but still, I mean, this $4,000, I turned it to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin after some time, it was like maybe 2 years ago. Bitcoin after some time raised a little bit, so that 4,000 became about 6,000.
4 million.
Yeah, no,
You
not
now
1 million.
own half of Serbia.
No, about 6,000, and I start spending that for the family and about
Mm.
for this travel thing and everything, and it's already like almost running out now.
Well, you remember when, how many, was it more than 5 years ago, I think, when Bitcoin suddenly went, wow. I thought,
Yeah.
hang on. And it was about, well, now it's at least probably 20 years ago. But
Mm.
anyway, a long time before that, there was some, I don't know if it was a Ponzi scheme. I can't remember what it was. Something that was, yeah, you could get, you put money in and buy so many whatevers. And I kind of lost uh, what did I do? I can't remember, $3,000 maybe I put in.
Oh my God. You
Anyway, it's
no
sort
not
of,
you don't
no,
mean
real dollars.
Bitcoin? Bitcoin,
No,
I
no,
think
no.
Bitcoin.
No, real Australian dollars.
Oh,
Something like, it
sorry.
wasn't a whole lot, but it was, something. And anyway, for whatever reason, I think they sort of said, "Oh, we've got to fold it." And yeah, and I realised it was dodgy. But there was,
Uh,
yeah, when the whole Bitcoin suddenly, whew, I went, "Hang on, don't I have? I think I've got Bitcoin somewhere." And I thought I had like 300 Bitcoin, and I couldn't find where it was. Luckily, a friend of mine I've known for many years, she kept all the emails I ever swapped with her. She went back and found it. And I went, "Oh, good." So I logged in. Turns out it was never Bitcoin, it was some other crypto, which wasn't worth anything. And because I was thinking, hang on, if I've got 300 at the time when it was crazy, I thought, that's like $300 million I've got.
yeah.
And but it turns out when I was able to log in, after 12 months of not using the account, they kept it all. So I lost it anyway. So I just could not live with the fact if I had $300 million in Bitcoin and I lost it, but luckily it
Yeah.
wasn't Bitcoin, it was shitcoin.
Yeah, I like when I turned the money, I start like putting all everything in Bitcoin, and I reached 0.1 Bitcoin, like 0.1 Bitcoin. But as I said, we had to spend a lot with traveling, with all the trouble
Oh
and
yeah,
everything. And I start like taking it out from it, thinking out of it. I just
yeah.
imagine if I had now 0.1, I will have like about now it costs 110 dollars. So for 0.1, it's like about 10,000. So
Mm,
I could have
yeah.
now 10,000, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Like you say, it's expensive to travel, and you've actually relocated your family to several different
yeah,
countries.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not cheap. But actually, to round things up, you're quite happy where you are now. You've got a sense of community. I saw your long video about it, and I really enjoyed it. So you found a
yeah.
place where you're really happy to live now, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Here it's like much better to legalize, much better to open a business, much better to communicate with people. So there is like no discrimination. You can say. I mean, like you move in the town and you can proudly, like I don't know, say I am Russian, and nobody will tell you a thing.
This is
And
the
the
thing.
same
It's
when
like, yeah,
you
everyone
go.
that I've, not that I know a heap of people that are
Yeah.
Russian, but people I do know in real life that are Russian, nice people, very well educated, and things I've seen on the channels over there,
Mm,
whether it's a stranger visiting Russia or whatever, I get
mm,
the strong impression that everyone's much more educated than the majority of Western countries. And I'm serious about that.
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah. Yeah, because the kind of education usually they had, I don't know, at least when I was in the 90s, when I was at school there, I felt that they have a very special education. For example, comparing it to Algerian one, like the Algerian one, in Algeria, I had to remember by heart, like I remember everything, not to understand everything.
Mm,
And it was very hard to study there. But when I was in Russia, the thing that I studied, it was easy to remember because it wasn't didn't have the like the culture of remembering stuff. No, you don't have to take the book and read it and remember everything written there. No, you have like
okay.
to understand it. So they had the culture of understanding things, not for to remembering things.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that in Australia, when I went to school, which was a little while ago, we had to do things like learn the multiplication tables and things like that. I don't think they even teach it in schools anymore.
Mm.
It's certainly not in the West. Yeah. The things they are teaching are things that are ridiculous, woke stuff. And as I said in the video a few years ago, like people identifying as a tree, but you're not a tree. You know what I mean? People, oh, I identify as a cat or a dog, but you're not a cat or a dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's just gone
crazy.
crazy. And this is what they're teaching people. And going forward, these people have all got these ideas. And
Yeah, but maybe it's good for acting because when you act and you like start acting and you identify yourself like someone you are not, but as an actor you will be a very good actor in that. I mean,
I wouldn't take on any roles unless they're extremely well paying to play a woke person. I just wouldn't. It'd be compromising my own values too much.
yeah, true, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tell you what.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Okay.
maybe we'll wrap
What
it
you
up
are
because
planning to create about?
what's that, sorry?
Okay, what you are planning to create about? Like what the content people should expect from you?
Well, they can expect probably the same as they've always expected, which is why I'm not a huge channel after 19 years because I
Mm,
don't stick to one genre or one type of video, as you
mm,
should. We know that, but I don't. To me, that'd be too boring. Some of my highest videos are about things, repairs, and little hacks I've made with cars and things. They're the
mm,
highest type of content mostly, but I don't make them that often. I've made a few recently again,
mm,
but yeah, I do reviews, pretty well anything, and then also little vlogs,
mm.
all sorts of things, you know. And I shouldn't. I should have picked one title 19 years ago, one type of video for Yeah, and I'd be, yeah, I'd come and visit you in my private jet if that was the case. But the fact I'm
Yeah,
not there right now in my private jet shows I made a mistake by not picking one type of content.
yeah, yeah. But
Now,
what about
to me,
like?
it's just boring to make the same thing all the time.
Of course, it's also I also struggle with that. I mean, I know that YouTube likes to have the same topic in the channel,
Mm,
but it's hard because I don't know. We can't be like robots. I mean, that's good for AI, but we are not
yeah,
AI. So
yeah. If I was
we are
AI, I'd
people.
look better. I wouldn't look the age I am now. I could, put a filter on myself and look. Yeah,
Yeah, true.
but I'm just me, living here in Australia, born here in Australia. I've gone places. I've had some travel videos, but back when I filmed those, it was with a little pocket camera usually, so they're not real great quality.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you
One of
visit
those
other
things.
countries?
Many countries. If people want, they go back a few videos. Was it this year? No, there's quite a few videos ago. I did a little basic culmination of some of the places I've travelled in the world. I had a
Hmm.
good time visiting them.
Hmm. What about the content about acting or something related to that?
Not a lot. There's a little bit of because people have asked me, to talk about it. I've made a couple of videos, about my life, the different things I've done. Couple of things mentioning acting, but mostly I don't talk about acting on this channel. I have my acting channel, but that's just yeah,
Ah,
where I upload like self tests they're called and things like that. But yeah, mostly I don't talk about acting, although I have mentioned it occasionally.
yeah.
I actually even was it about a year ago, I've done a lot of music videos, which are quite fun. But I did one with a woman. I didn't know at the time she was such a huge, well-known artist.
Mhm.
Gianni, her name was. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I made a behind the scenes one of that, and I spoke about it. If people go back a year or whatever, they'll find it. Yeah, but in that one, I do mention about yeah. Go watch that video if you're interested, because I do mention about acting and how the people that you see in films and whatever, they're not that person that you see. So if you see a character in a movie, say, and you go, "Oh, that person oh, is a nasty," they're probably not a nasty person. They're
Yeah, yeah.
acting, they're pretending. That's their role. And I think if you go, oh, that person's horrible, then they're doing the job right because they're making you believe the character that they're portraying.
Yeah.
And that's what acting is.
I
I
didn't
think,
know
well,
that such people exist who, when they see somebody acting like the villain, they will hate this person
yeah,
itself, like the actor
oh yeah, exactly.
himself.
Well, yeah, I'm not finished yet, but I've been doing a series where I'm a vampire, and I
Mm.
cover a bit of that in that video as well. It's for a solar commercial, a series of commercials, and online. And yeah, one thing I point out is I'm not actually a vampire in real life. Yeah, it's just a demonstration. Yeah, you got to when you see a movie or whatever, you go, "Oh, that person was so nasty," or what have you. They're probably the loveliest person you've ever met in real life.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
the way
So,
acting is. Well, my friend,
so
it's where I am. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes because darkness is falling. So maybe we
yeah,
should wrap it up this time. We'll do another stream soon. Now that you've shown me, we can do a split screen quite easily. Another thing
yeah.
you've taught me.
Yeah, even this one, like it was fun because it wasn't like I don't know with the same questions about you. You asked me, I asked you. We talked about
Hmm.
the different stuff, and it was like very interesting. And the AI will never do that. I mean, it's
Well, they might, but they won't
improvisation.
be as good a job.
Yeah,
And we'll pronounce things totally wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you for this collaboration. I hope you enjoyed.
it's fantastic to speak to you again too. And everyone,
Yeah,
watch Half Russian's channel, and you'll find
yeah,
plenty of interesting things.
yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, goodbye.
Cheers.